So here's what we learn. We get to step back and recognize, wait a minute, so if trying to live to be popular, to depend on popularity in our life, if the end result is it's artificial, it means everybody's going to be pulling our strings in the process, and that it disappears really quickly. What's the other option? The other option is simply to listen to some of the stuff Jesus said. You know, in John chapter 15, beginning in verse 18, Jesus said this, "If the world hates you, know that it hated me before it hated you. For if you were a part of the world would love its own. But since you are not a part of the world, but I called you out of the world, therefore the world hates you. Remember the word that I spoke to you. A slave is not greater than his master. If they listen to me, they will listen to you. If they persecuted you, they also persecuted me as well." Guys, you have to understand that Jesus said right up front, there will be moments that we can't be popular because we need to take a stand for God's truth. Actually, in James chapter 4, verse 4, it says that if, in fact, we cling to the world like that, we become adulterous from God's perspective because we need to be focused on God. So, 1 John chapter 2, beginning in verse 14, it says this, "Do not love the world or the things of the world, for he who loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him." So, guys, we get a chance to step back and recognize this. And please understand this. There really is no problem with being popular. The problem is when we depend on being popular, because when we do that, we have to realize we're depending on something that is artificial, where the strings of our life will be pulled, and that the end result is it will disappear. So because of that, here's what we do. We decide our focus will be being popular with God. Let's do that this week. Andy, we're going to send it back to you. Thanks so much.